Hello and welcome to my very first YouTube playthrough. I'm hoping this is going to go better than I think it might. There's so much I haven't even quite gotten figured out, but I'm going to be playing Grand Theft Auto 4. The complete edition was just released by Rockstar out of necessity because the online mode was freaking out or something. So we're gonna be starting with this. Probably gonna try to be quiet during the cutscenes and all that type of thing. So gonna try to be quiet through the introduction. Who knows if it? Oh, okay. Starting now. Nope. Okay. So going off to a great start so far. But yeah, this is a great game, and hopefully I can do it some justice on my first playthrough. Hopefully, and I don't just make a mess of it, but. We'll see. That's part of it being my first playthrough, so we'll see.
Ignore him. Come on, we gotta get this thing ready before we dock. Let's go. Here, pass me that. Oh yeah! There she is. Liberty City.
Yeah.
You ever been?
No.
Crazy place, Niko.
What you going to do?
I might come back on board, or I might try to make a go of it. Like they say, it is the land of opportunity. I always wanted to make it big. Own a nice place, get a dog, a house, live the dream.
Like my cousin.
Oh yeah?
Yes, he's got a lot. House, women, cars, parties. He writes me these wild emails, and after I got into trouble, I thought maybe, then I got this gig, and I spend the next 7 months with you fine people, and I forget. After the war finished, I couldn't get a job. Nobody. So I did some dumb things, got involved with some idiots.
Ah, we all do dumb things. That's what makes us human.
Could be.
Hey, Entschuldigung, der amerikanische Traum. Niko, my cousin! I can't believe it! You're here! Welcome to America! What?
Good to see you, man. Wow, forget our language?
Kapusi? Maybe a little. I've been here 10 years. You could speak English. Remember, we learned off the English girls with the big...
A little. Not so
He'll
good.
be fine. Better than my Serbian. Ah! So good to see you, cousin. I can't believe you made it. Shit, I have to tell you. I had quite a night last night. 2 women. The land of opportunity. Ah! I've made it.
Oh,
Shit, man, I'm still a touch drunk.
Tosh.
My cousin is here!
Oh,
Welcome to
Come on, relax.
Whatever, buddy. Just take over the world someplace else.
Yeah,
right?
buddy.
You're in the goddamn.
you! Screw you all! My cousin is here! Niko Bellic! He's the fucking man! Bitches!
Roman, come on. the mansion, huh?
Yes, the mansion! Maybe you should drive.
Oh, maybe I should.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, is this a cab? Where's the sports car?
He's in the shop. Come on!
Alright, so here we go.
He's just up the road. I'll let you know.
Of course, Roman has to talk our ear off. I will talk over the characters when it's not something super important because there's just so much dialogue in GTA games. Well, really a lot of Rockstar games. This game, since I returned to it, so I played it for a little bit before I actually started this playthrough. I have a lot of thoughts about it, even with the very little I've played. When I was a kid, before I drove at all, I played this game a ton. And I thought this game's driving was actually how driving was. I figured it really was like realistic driving. But, wow. I'll go into it some more soon, because we're going to get another cutscene. But man, the driving in this game is awful. I don't even know if it comes through, unless you're really playing, but it is terrible. And cutscenes, if something important isn't going on, I'll talk over them, because again, there's just so much. Hanging out with Roman here. Good old cousin Roman. Killing cockroaches. He's, man, I didn't remember how much of a jackass he was. Like, I always thought of him as wacky idiot Roman, but no, he's actually, like, a dick. He gets Niko out here from Serbia by just, like, manipulating him. And then he's got jack shit, which Niko here is about to explain to us.
So, you full of crap or what?
What?
Where's luxury condo? Where's sports car? Where's Barbara with big titties and Stephanie who sucks like a vacuum?
What are you talking about?
In your letters to my mother, in your letters to me, all I hear about is Mr. Big, Mr. Roman, living the American dream. Sports cars, condos, women, money, the beach, opportunity. I come here, and the only thing big about your life is the cockroaches.
That's right. I got the best cockroaches. I got the best nuts.
Screw you, you idiot.
Okay, I'm an idiot, but you must admit, I have the best line in bullshit you ever heard.
Yeah, this I know, asshole.
But here, all I needed was one good guy. One good guy I could do well. Not take over the world, but do okay. Now maybe I have this. What about you? What about you, cousin?
What? What about me?
Why you leave home after all this time? First I hear you running with the wrong kind. Then I hear you join the merchant navy. Now you're here. You never tell me anything.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, I never tell you anything. Another
I
time.
love how pissed off Roman looks there. And then he looks totally fine. He goes from, like, super pissed, like he's about to grab a knife and just stab Niko in the face. And then he goes to just kind of, like, grinning.
It's nothing like that. The ships were fine. It was before that. Two things.
There's your exposition.
During the war, we did some bad things. And bad things happened to us. War is where the young and stupid are tricked by the old and bitter into killing each other. I was very young and very angry. Maybe that is no excuse.
See Roman falling asleep in the background.
Roman? Roman! Are you sleeping, you fat fuck? Come on!
What's the time? Shit. I've got to get the cab back. It's on the shift. Oh, Jesus! Tastes like a rat shot in it. Niko, I've got to run. Come meet me at the cab office. It's
you
easy.
talking
Out the
about?
door, turn left, and the first left at the diner, go down
I'm
one
losing.
block and turn right on Iroquois. Then walk all the way down, and we're right there on the left on the corner of Cisco Street. It's really flash. We got lots of TDs and some incredible molders. Niko, give me a hug. Good to have you here, cousin. I've got something for you. Oh, damn. Damn. Yes, Vlad. It's sorry. Forgive me, okay? No, no, please don't cut my cock off. Okay, but yes. Okay.
So, quite a predicament, to say the least. I gotta say, I think Niko takes the whole situation a lot better than I would. Uh, this just seems like too much. I will say, I think it's kind of funny how Niko calls Roman a fat fuck in that cutscene, but man, you can't quite tell right now through the clothes necessarily. But damn, when Niko gets his clothes changed, you'll see, he and Roman aren't so far apart in that way. There's my old save. Alright, so we don't need to save right now. Let's just get this started. You're gonna have to drive down to the tax depot, which, as I mentioned, the driving in this game is... oof. It's... I would compare it to just fucking riding on ice skates. I'm pretty sure that's how it's been described before. And it's always been one of the biggest criticisms of this game is just that the driving is simply terrible. Just gonna, good start. Fortunately, the cops in this game don't mind you committing crimes at 1 star. They only get mad 2 stars or above. But for those who have experienced a lot of GTA 5, which is probably everyone on in the known universe, the cops in this game are... look, I already lost them, and that is... oh man, in GTA 5, you'd have the cops for another 2 minutes, at least. And here we go, another cutscene. They just throw this shit at you in the beginning of the game. I never remembered this. GTA 5 definitely... you know, the beginning mission was a bank robbery, and yet they still managed to ease you into it more than GTA 4 does, by a long shot.
Jesus, Roman, you fucking idiota! How can I take you seriously?
Very difficult, I think. Hello, Roman. Hello, miss.
Mallory, this is my cousin I tell you about, Niko. Niko, this is Mallory, the beautiful girl I tell you about. See, not everything I tell you is bullshit.
I bet most of it was.
Yeah, that is true.
Thank you.
This is the woman that I'm going to marry.
Whatever you say.
I thought you were going to marry me, baby.
Right?
Hey, wow, great. You're fucking crazy, man.
You should lose few pounds. Otherwise, this beautiful lady is good to lose.
I know, I'm a fat prick. What did I do?
Pay you dance?
I will do, man. We spoke of this.
No, we didn't speak. You spoke. Then they say you're full out of balance. You treat me like a bitch.
Never. I didn't treat you like an idiot, not a bitch, huh?
I guess it's true. The beautiful women do like the guys with a funny sense of humor. Ho ho. I'm laughing.
I'll get
Man, Vlad is such a freakazoid. I'll see how Mallory there just sits there and it's like, oh yeah, no, it's good. And she's like giggling. I'd be like, Jesus Christ, fucking... I mean, his name really is perfect for him. Fucking Impaler, he's scary.
Yeah. Fantastic. Look, say what you like, but at least that knows how to speak to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, agree with Roman here. I don't see how that's, I mean, maybe in some sense it's speaking to a lady, but not exactly in the sense I'd like. See, their emphasis in the beginning of the game is really 2 things. Niko being talked to, and Niko driving. And the only part that's easy is the first part. Driving in this game... see, when I was younger and I played this game, this here, Roman's Taxi, that's the name of the car, Roman's Taxi. It was one of my favorite cars to drive, because I was like, man, this must be a perfect embodiment of how cars drive. This thing isn't too ugly, you know, seems to drive kinda how I'd expect a car to drive. Man, if cars drove like this in real life, I can't imagine a whole lot of people would want to drive very bad. NASCAR races would be painful to watch.
Wait for me here while I go inside to clean up. Shit, I almost forgot. I'm giving you my old phone. My new number's in there. Call me if some Albanians show up in some shitty beige Willard. Those are the guys I owe money to. Do not hurt them. I know what you're like, Niko Bellic.
You and your debts, Roman. Uvek isto, nika drugačije.
Oh, yes, I forgot that. The camera zooming in there is not on purpose. That is a glitch with the PC version. Previously I did not have my frame rate capped to 60, which I do now. And when it was, in the 80s or whatever, maybe higher, it would zoom in a lot faster, and it would zoom in as far as it could into the car's headlight. And then the game would go all the way down to 1 FPS. And it would basically just sit there for a while. And eventually the cutscene would move to the next scene, but it took forever. So, suffice to say, although I think this game probably runs better than it originally did when it came out on PC, from what I understand, it still is pretty messed up. So, at least they got their things in order for GTA 5. At least for me, the game runs great.
Here are the loan sharks, of course.
Let's call Roman on this fucking piece of trash.
Cousin, two guys are going in the store. I think they are the loan sharks you speak of. You better
It's funny, if you look at the phone in this game, it's like a 2D, it's like clip art. It's like somebody literally took a black rectangle and then an off-white one and then just put some numbers on there. I mean, look at that. It looks like an iPod or something, or MP3 player. It's so weird. But, what can you do? Back then, I thought it was crazy. I thought it was awesome when the game first came out. I think this game's like, 12 years old? Something like that. I mean, 2008 sounds right to me, but who knows?
They just have to wait.
We should stand up to them. Gideti e ponos.
Niko, you're new. You don't understand the way things
Oh, look at this. Man. It's a good thing the police in this game don't mind you driving like trash. Because if they did, man, I just wouldn't lose the one level.
We're here. You like your phone? Maybe one day you'll get a premium quality one like mine. Then you will have really made it.
Oh, there's more zoom in. I'm hoping that as we go through the game, I mean, I've only played a few missions ahead of this, and I don't remember that really happening much more than that, but I'm gonna definitely have to hope that doesn't get any worse than that, because I just don't want any repeats of my 1 FPS thing where it just sat in a scene for a little while. Also, I will be turning the radio off generally because YouTube doing its thing. I think we're just waiting for a call from Roman right now, and he's gonna probably call us back to the taxi depot or something. I don't know if I'm just gonna use everything. Okay, there we go. Now we got the icon. I think I'm just gonna use objects as my brakes when I get the chance, because I mean, we're not going that fast, and I brake as hard as I can, and it just, wow. I think even the biggest pieces of trash I've seen driving around my city still brake 5 times faster than that. So here's a little side mission. I kind of just want to do all sorts of things, like a big old variety as I play through this game. Experience a little bit of everything. And there's this freakazoid.
There is only we. It is a glorious system, comrade.
Excuse me?
You're excused, comrade. You're excused. Now go and mind salt for 50 years.
You're a dick.
I'm a rich dick, friend. I'm young and rich and loaded. Tell you what, have $100 on Uncle Sam, Benjamin motherfucking Franklin. freedom. This coke is okay.
I remember, so this guy actually looks kind of similar to a main character later in the game. I'm sure now that I see them, I'll be like, wow, they look nothing alike. But from what I remember, they look kind of similar. And it really messed me up, because I was like, wait, why is this drug freakazoid doing cool stuff now?
Come on, Dad.
It was later in the game.
I don't have problem. You do.
Dick, man, come on!
Where's your Russian friend now, huh?
It's not my friend. I want shark.
What of that? Who are you?
Get out of here.
What?
Yes. What about you?
For some reason, I've always remembered that part where it cuts to Niko and he's punching the guy after he breaks his arm. For some reason, I just remember that as like a defining scene in this game. That specific punch. I don't know. Maybe back then it was just an impressive cinematic angle to me.
Now he's going to kill you.
Fuck him.
Look at this mess. Screwed again. You want to know why I'm not living in a nice condo, banging for women? It's because of shit like this. Assholes.
Shut up.
Oh, great. Mallory. Hey, beautiful. Yeah, great. Listen, I'm having a bit of a problem at the office. I can't do it. Niko can do it.
Huh? And what?
Well, why would you want me then? Well, screw you then. Great girl.
Yeah, I get maybe when Mallory's having to choose between
You go pick her up at the
the way Roman talks to her sometimes and between Vlad.
got a friend with her.
I guess maybe it could be a little bit of a closer choice. I don't know.
Makeup, computer, and everything.
Both seem pretty terrible, to be honest with you. There we go. I think I played like maybe one more mission than this. Dude, oh my god. Just realized that I had my volume on through my speakers as well as my headset, so hopefully the sound hasn't been duplicating or echoing too much in the recording because of it going through my microphone. If it did do that, at least it's off now, I guess.
Get in, ladies.
I like how the prompt is for us to honk instead of just, you know, why wouldn't you just open the window and just be like, hey, what's up? And they even look shocked. They're like, what the hell, Niko? Why are you doing that? Now, Mallory, to me, is a really weird character. And
Not exactly what
you later learn that is deliberate. I guess it's really not necessary to hold back too many spoilers for this game, considering its age, but, yeah, her weird behavior isn't just like her being weird. Well, maybe it partly is, at least.
Look like that kind of guy I want to get to know. You look like you just jumped off the boat, Niko. Handsome man
I
like
want
you
to point
should
out, during
be
this whole exchange
fine the way he
of
is.
Mallory
I don't
asking
think he even changed
Niko
our
out,
perspectives on the journey. How
Niko
you
doesn't say
feel?
anything,
Like
I don't
the show?
believe.
I'm easily impressed.
Like,
I
let's
know,
just...
sweetie.
I'm pretty sure it's the end of the
Just don't
conversation.
get it.
Yeah, Niko doesn't say anything. Like,
Thanks for the
maybe he
loot,
says some at the
Niko.
beginning, but after that he sure doesn't.
Give me a
Mallory's
call
just
sometime.
like, hey, we should do our thing. And all that kind of thing, and then he's just like, see you later. It's just so awkward.
Cousin, I dropped the girls off. The friend gave me her number, but I don't think Mallory likes my clothes so much.
I know just the place for you. It's on Mohawk in Hall. Go and get something a bit more 21st century.
So, we're gonna head over to this clothing shop here. And I'm not exactly sure why Roman calls it more 21st century. Cause, man, it's pretty terrible. I mean, you know, as a kid, I loved Niko's outfit. I was like, this is so cool. It just fits him so well. And now I'm like, this is terrible. This is like the worst clothing. So we're gonna go in and find something that's like maybe 10% less terrible. I know this first shop is just like awful. And we're gonna do what we can to help out Niko here, which isn't really a lot, if I'm being honest, but you know, it is what it is. Got some glasses. You know, actually, isn't the worst thing for Niko, but no. There's some hats. That's just simply terrible. Let's see, come on, Niko, hurry up. That's maybe even worse, actually. So oh god, that's terrible too. Like, they're all just track stuff in different colors. There's a generic jacket. That's just terrible. It's all terrible. Everything's terrible. It's a mess. Light jacket. I mean, that's probably one of the best, if I'm being honest. But what I did previously was, I think the leather jacket, it's not fantastic at all. I'm actually gonna see what other options we have. What's this coat? Okay, that's awful. That's really terrible. Maybe we'll do the flight jacket. How about this one? What's this like? That's probably the best Niko's gonna get, realistically. And I think jeans are... well, they're pretty bad, but, you know. What can you do? Try out some shoes. Yep, that's definitely a better look. For what it's worth. Not by a lot, but it is better. Another thing... so I played a lot of San Andreas before this game came out, and I loved it. I just played it constantly. And going to this game, I wasn't sure how to feel about Niko for a while. But I think eventually I was like, oh yeah, he's cool. I like him. Seems like a GTA character. But now that I play the game again, I mean, of course I haven't played much, so maybe I'll change my opinion on this later. Niko just feels like kind of a weird character. He's just this weird old guy. Okay, maybe he's not old, but compared to most GTA characters, I mean, other than him, like Michael and Trevor are the oldest, and they don't really seem that old. I guess Niko just, his background makes him seem even more archaic in some way. I don't know, it might sound weird. I just think he's a weird character. I still like Niko. I just think he's weird.
You do not normally do what?
You're not making this easy for me, are you? I'm asking you out on a date.
I am sorry. I am still not used to how things work here in America. A date would be good. I am getting sick of hanging out with Roman all the time. How about I pick you up from your apartment?
That sounds good. See you soon.
Okay, there's where she is. So, this game, just like San Andreas before it, has a dating system, and the kind of tutorials with Michelle, but after that I don't really think they push it on you again. They might, I don't remember. Oh god, what is this shit from Roman? Because if any hot girls call you on this phone looking for a threesome with the one and only Roman Bellic, then give them my new number. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm impressed. Oh god, what is...
What does he want?
Oh, I can't think what he could possibly want, or why he'd be pissed off. Can you? Come on, guys. Let's be reasonable.
So I think this might be like... this might be a test of whether you go to Roman or Michelle? I'm not sure. Either way, just to be safe, we'll go for Roman first. I don't know if the Michelle thing is timed. Well, I guess this whole thing would be timed if that's the case. But we'll see. This viewing angle is kind of weird. See, I normally in like GTA 5 like to have my camera as close as I can to the car, but in this game it is like on the car, so this we'll have to do. Okay, so gotta help out our boy. It's amazing when you think about it, like just it was like 5 minutes ago we were hanging out with Roman in his stupid tax depot, And he's already gone all the way over here and he's getting his ass beat.
Darden is a good friend of mine. It was a misunderstanding.
Hey! Shit! There he is! Keep on fat boy here, and I'll talk to him. Our problems with your cousin.
I told you to stop. Now it's too late.
So, alright. We'll see how this fist fighting goes. I already forgot how to play it. Man, this guy just looks like he knows what he's doing. Guess it'd be pretty embarrassing if I couldn't beat up this guy. Oh my god, he going for the 1-2. How do you... I think you counter with A? There it goes. I'm on controller, that is. I love the animations for, like, countering. Because it just... Normally the punches are just like these generic, just little, like, yeah, like this. These little jabs. But then you do the counter punch, and sometimes Niko turns into a damn ninja. He'll do, like, spin kicks and shit. It's crazy.
Lawn sharks, man. If one more of these gangsters tries to... Speaking of shitheads, here's Darden. Come on, my car is over there. Let's get him. You drive. I don't feel so good.
I love how Darden just, like, stands there with a knife and just, like, points and does a little taunt. And he just runs away. Like, what are you doing? Wouldn't you either just leave or, like, assault us? But, you know, that's your classic GTA thing.
These guys think that they're better than me. They think they can fuck me around and beat me up because there are more of them. Not any longer. Me and you, Niko. Me and you are going to show them. Fucking Darden smashing my fucking stuff. Who does he think he is? Just some fucking petty Albanian hood. If I wanted to buy a stolen TV, I go to Darden. Who does he think he's fucking with? Bellic Enterprises, that's who. We're going to the top, Niko. The top!
For now, let's just try to survive, cousin.
Oh my gosh. It's unbelievable. Trying to turn in this game. Turning and braking is just... Well, everything, really. I've been wondering... since I've come back to the game, I haven't driven a motorcycle or any of the sports cars or anything like that. I've only driven the, you know, normal sedans and coupes and all that. So we'll see how a better car fares. Hopefully better than this, because it is, man, it's rough. While I think GTA 5 has some pretty big faults, and this game does some things actually better, I love the driving in GTA 5. Oh, damn, I'm sorry, dude. That sucks. Excuse me. Excuse me, my dude. Alright. Comes Niko, just kind of waddling up the steps. He doesn't really seem that concerned about things. I mean, really, at this point, we can just Terminator walk over to Darden. Oh, okay. Maybe we don't need to be that slow. They teach you how to disarm here, which I think is pretty neat. I actually don't think GTA 5 has this. And then we get to stab Darden in the face. I love the way Niko, like, flails the knife. That plop is, like, comical.
I promised myself I wouldn't kill people here.
Well, when did you do that? And how do you know he's dead? Maybe you should have told us in your exposition, Niko. But I mean, realistically, I guess maybe the knife would hurt, but when I did this a few days ago, he didn't go out the window like that. I remember that was a thing, but I wasn't able to get him to go out there. And after stabbing the dude with the knife several times, I also stabbed him while he was on the floor, writhing in pain. And Niko did not say that line. So Niko has a very strange belief of what causes death? Because I'd rather just fall onto a roof and then into some water than be stabbed as I'm already dying from being stabbed. But, you know, Niko is the experienced killer slash beat up people here, not me. So What are these guys honking at?
And to see your cousin, of course.
Of course.
We
Oh,
want no
Michelle,
more
there it
trouble
is.
from now on.
Niko, where did you go?
So, plain sailing straight to
Are
the
you
point.
involved with some
We'll
bad
see if
people?
things are that simple.
It's that's in the email Michelle just sent. Are you involved with some bad people? She's wondering why Niko didn't show up to the date. So it was a timed thing. And she was like, Niko, what the heck? Where are you at? Are you involved with some bad people? Like, wow, that's not weirdly specific and suspicious. Is that 3 cop cars? Wow, 3 cop cars. And yet they still did not mind me running over some poor dude. Impressive. Very impressive. So now we'll go on our day with Michelle, in which they introduce you to perhaps the most important and influential parts of this whole game. The minigame that essentially is the game within the larger RPG minigame. Well, if you can call GTA an RPG. I guess the action-adventure game. So here they introduce us just how to do all the friendship stuff. I'm gonna skip it because it's boring, frankly. And here we go again with Niko and his fantastic conversational skills.
Hey, it's Niko.
Hey, I'm just finishing my hair. Come in.
She's finishing her hair that
Minute.
does not ever change, ever.
Did you just move in?
No. What?
Your stuff is new. Some even still have tags on.
Yeah, well, I like things clean.
I can see that. But everything is new.
Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with cleanliness. Things get on my nerves.
What is that? Oh, is that a candle down there? There was a candle at the bottom, right? That was blinking. It was blinking. It wasn't. There wasn't a flame. It's definitely blinking.
Good.
Thanks.
I don't know. I'm new here. I thought maybe we could go to the fun fair.
Yeah, great. Let's go. Fun fair. Actually, we call it part fair. Just a little difference. Whoop-de-doo.
That cutscene is so awkward. As a kid, I know I keep saying as a kid, but there's so many thoughts I have about when I was a kid and I played this a lot. As a kid, this game gave me kind of a different idea
What happened?
of relationships. Adult relationships, that is.
Help him out.
Really? Does Roman get himself into a lot of trouble? Is he involved in criminal stuff?
He's made some mistakes. Got involved with people he shouldn't have, but really, he is a legitimate businessman.
What about you?
I'm just trying to make the right decisions.
Yeah, I guess that's one way of putting it. We just killed a guy. And Niko's saying that, but, you know, it's all good. Okay. Excuse me, I'm new to GTA 4 driving.
Hey, Niko, the
Sort of.
club's open. I think they're gonna turn it into a big Las Venturas-style theme park. Hey, there's a bowling alley.
I remember thinking it was so disappointing that it was closed. Here we go, bowling. This is what GTA 4 is predicated upon. This is really, you know, it's really subtle, but everything about this game is based on the bowling. Really quick, we're gonna grab these Molotovs. I hear in New York they just leave them around, lying there, but that's cool. It's all good.
Oh, the Midwest. You probably know more.
But yes, bowling. Truly something else. Truly incredible. What's that? Did it say Daddy Ride? Oh, Diddy Ride. Okay, well. You know, that's on me. Okay, we're gonna turn off the in-game music really quick because YouTube. So there's gonna be a lot of awkward silences, but that's the way it be out here in Liberty City. Alright, let's style on Michelle. I am a professional bowler, so let's get this strike, shall we? Okay, that's not really going how I was hoping. Well, oh, damn it. Like how Niko goes, that's okay for me. He knows. He knows how good he is. This isn't his first rodeo. Oh, perfect. What can I say? We don't really care how well Michelle does. She got a strike. God. Unbelievable. Alright, take this, Michelle. Sorry. I had to do it to you. I mean, it's funny because although, like, really the bowling isn't... It's just bowling. I mean, how hard is it to put a bowling minigame in a game? I feel like it was just so cool when I first played this game, and I was like, wow, I can fucking go bowling in my game. How did... Wait, Michelle got a strike on the first round, got 4 on the second, and 2 on the last. Wow, that's... She has some beginner's luck. What is... Alright. We got some more slow motion bowling balls here. How very average. Alright, let's get all 3 of these. Can't be completely impossible, can it? Alright, well... Oh, come on. Give me a break. I agree, Niko. I agree. Wholeheartedly. Alright, let's get in position. 2 steps to the right. That's how the professionals do it. And, come on. Yes! It would be far too gentlemanly to allow Michelle this victory. Michelle needs to understand what it is to feel pain. To lose in bowling. Alright, well. At this rate, that will not be happening. Damn, Niko. I don't remember him having lines like that. What the hell? What? That was purposeful. Yeah, I'm a bowling demon. You better believe it. Believe it, Michelle. No, but oh my God. What is that face? Look at that face. That's demonic. That's terrifying. My God, Michelle. I never realized she was some kind of hell demon. That's... Oh, man. Oh, no more Molotovs. No one's, resupplied me. Look at Niko's run. Look at how purposeful this is. He knows where he's going. I think you can turn off the headlights in this game. How do you do that? Excuse me, sir.
Roman's bullshit stories, maybe. I just felt like I needed a new start.
There's nothing else about Liberty City.
Oh, getting some air. This, Merit. Wow, don't even remember that car at all. Is quite the machine. Oh my lord.
You drive like a gangster.
Yes. I appreciate the compliment, Michelle, but I don't think that's true. Drive like a freakazoid, just like everyone in this game has to.
Really interested in seeing you again.
Yeah, that would be good. I'll give you a call.
Please do, Niko. See you soon.
Alright, so I think I'll leave the first part there. Hopefully the audio came through well enough. I hope my voice was audible, and hopefully it wasn't echoing or anything. With this playthrough at the moment, I'm kind of just hoping it is functionable. Is that a word? I don't know. I hope this is more functionable than my vocabulary. Functional, that's the word. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oof. Well, that's not a good omen for the future, but nonetheless, my hope still stands. I hope the audio comes through well. Hopefully the video, I think the video will come through well. I have faith in that, but not so much the voice in-game audio. So if it needs correcting, we'll do that. But in the meantime, Niko here has got to catch some sleep. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.